It's cold, it's 2 degrees and it's a bit chilly. I think I might be plugging my gloves in today.
Plugging everything in today.
My hands were already freezing holding this thing. Good morning, Skegness Teddy. He hasn't been there all night, he has been in the warm. Look how he manhandles that poor thing, shoving it in there. He's got a frown on his face, look.
He's like all teddies, not very happy.
Poor Teddy. It will go in. Oh, lock's next. We have a disc lock as well, but if anybody's got a disc lock, remembering
the same mistake
don't. I wasn't going to confess that, but disc locks are a nightmare.
About it if you want. I don't mind. It's one of those
Well, you
things.
just have to remember to take it off. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
They're very easily missed. They're all good.
Good. Let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
I didn't say. Go off.
All the locks are off.
No, they're not. After all we said about it, and I still forgot to remove the disc lock. I had removed the chain and then got distracted. Thankfully, we haven't had many problems while travelling, but that's not to say it's easy going. I'm not sure the videos properly convey the day-to-day challenges of being on the move, in particular on a motorcycle where space and luxury is limited. On this occasion, a momentary lapse in concentration and too much eagerness to get going almost brought an abrupt end to this leg of our coast adventure. We had so many things to remember, but forgot perhaps the most important at that particular moment. I regained my composure, we thank God there was no damage, and used the experience to remind ourselves of our priorities and blessings. The rest of the day wasn't without its challenges, but even though it didn't feel like it at the time, it turned out to be an amazing day. Please join us over the next few episodes and find out why. There's the Abbey up there, did you see it?
Yeah, the Abbey on the hill. So we're coming down into Whitby, heading for the ruin on the hill. It's very, what's the word?
Atmospheric.
Atmospheric, yeah, and prominent, the top of the hill. Whitby Abbey. It's that lovely sort of very dark stone, isn't it? Gives it a certain presence.
Yorkshire moor stone.
Yes.
High above Whitby and dominating the whole town stands Whitby Abbey, the ruin of a once great Benedictine monastery founded in the 11th century. The medieval abbey stands on the site of a much earlier monastery, founded in 657. The abbey and its possessions were confiscated by the crown under Henry VIII during the dissolution of the monasteries between 1536 and 1545. Since that time, the ruins of the abbey have continued to be used by sailors as a landmark at the headland. But perhaps the most well-known piece of trivia is the association the abbey and the town has with the horror novel Dracula, written by Bram Stoker and first published in 1897. Most people are aware this now famous story is set in Transylvania, Romania, but you may not know that Dracula travels of all places to Whitby, where he commits most of his evil deeds before fleeing back to Transylvania. In fact, a lot of the novel is inspired by Whitby. While Stoker stayed there, he discovered the name Dracula in a book from the local library. The graves at the Church of St Mary the Virgin provide the names for Dracula's victims. In the novel, Dracula purchases Carfax Abbey, which is based on Whitby Abbey, and arrives as a large dog that runs up the 199 steps through the graveyard to the abbey. Since the 20th century, the substantial ruins of the abbey have been declared a Grade 1 listed building and are in the care of English Heritage. Oh, get the sunshades down. That's a low sun. I like the way there's still industry here.
Yes.
It's unlike the Cornish places. I know there's still industry, the Cornish places, but it's still very much a commercial fishing harbour.
Yes. Beautiful with the sun on it.
Yeah. Okay, so the gates are closed now for the boats, I guess.
Have you? Yes, because is it a lift bridge?
No, oh yeah, it is, if I look to it. Right, Cimaritio, we're going to go right if we can. .30, so we can do this now.
Son, oh son, what
I like Whitby.
Same here. I think it's fantastic. Amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's difficult to find any words that can describe this moment. Needless to say, our rocky start to the day just an hour before became a distant memory as we marvelled over this perfect place in time. Yorkshire is known as God's own country, and you can see why. It's England's largest county, and we're seeing just a tiny fraction of it here. We hope to explore it more extensively in the future, but for now, sit back and enjoy the ride with us.
This is Staithes, although I believe the locals may traditionally pronounce it Steers. Staithes has numerous narrow streets and passageways. One of these, Dog Loop, has a width of just 18 inches and is claimed to be the narrowest alley in the world. Unfortunately, the permanent population of the village has dwindled due to more than half of the houses being second homes or holiday cottages. This has led to the erosion of Staithes' old culture, although a tradition for making fishing bonnets continues, and the local fishermen's choir still performs. Wow. Wow. Look at that.
What is it?
Yeah. There was once a thriving fishing industry here. At the turn of the 20th century, there were 80 full-time fishing boats putting out from Staithes. Today, there are just a few part-time fishermen. Cod and lobster slipway.
Goes. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that absolutely amazing?
Yeah.
What a beautiful place.
It's very charming, but I wonder at what cost. We often say we don't need theme parks in the UK because of the abundance of real, historic, unspoilt places. But as much as the buildings and setting is important, so too is the community and culture. Unfortunately, places like Staithes are at risk of losing their traditional communities completely, and consequently are part of what makes them special.
Thanks for watching until the end. Please give us the thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to keep up with our adventures. See you next time.